Sir, for
Everyone, yeah, for everyone, I changed that one. I given answer. Question number 6 answer is option 3. So those are written option 3. It was correct. So I'll give the mark. Don't worry about. Okay, na? Question number
Okay, sir.
6 option 3. So those are wrote option 3. I'll give the mark. Don't worry about it. Yes. Any other mistakes? Any other things?
so can you discuss the answer, sir? Because we have some doubts, sir.
Answers alone, na? Okay. Fine. Yes. I'll do. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
One minute. Just wait, might was loading. Okay. So listen. The last class we discussed about VBT theory. Nothing but valence bond theory we discussed. So valence bond theory condition, we take an example of hydrogen atom. So hydrogen atom condition can take two different elements. Okay, HA and HB is given. So how their interactions will be there, how their repulsions will be there, that all things we discussed. Interactions and repulsions, how it was there, those things all we discussed. Okay, na? It was still loading, ma. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, ma.
Right.
Yes, yes. Okay. Was
I think still loading.
just 1 minute. Okay, until that you can check it the chapter, ma. After then it was once that file will open, we'll discuss. I think it was loading. So my system it was very slow. So until I discuss next topic, don't worry. Okay, na? Once it was open, I will continue the topic. Okay, na? Yes, yes. So listen, those are having NCERT book, please open and see the NCERT book. Okay, na? Part 1 textbook those are having. Please open your NCERT book to look at that one. What I'm saying, those things you can listen. Okay, na? Yes. So the chemical bonding lesson you can open. So NCERT book, from that chemical bonding lesson you can open. That one topic is 4.6 subtopic. Yesterday VBT theory over. Today I will discuss new topic and very important for the entrance exam as well as board exam also. Board exam nothing but this class 11th we are not having annual exams in okay na, according to board. So in school only they'll conduct, school only they'll provide the marks. Don't worry about it. Okay na? Yes. So listen here. In order to explain the characteristics of geometrical shapes of polyatomic molecules like CH4, NH3, H2O, etc. Okay na? CH4, NH3 and H2O. Pauling introduced the concept of hybridization. So Pauling scientist was introduced the concept of hybridization. According to him, what is the discussment? The atomic orbitals combine to form new set of equivalent orbitals known as hybrid orbitals. So what is the experiment? In order to explain, so atomic orbitals combine to form new hybrid orbitals, equal amount of, okay na, equivalent orbitals known as hybrid orbitals, like unlike pure orbitals. The hybrid orbitals are used in bond formation, the phenomena known as hybridization. Nothing but here intermixing of atomic orbitals. So you know s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbital. Total 4 orbitals will be there. So here intermixing like hybrid. You know, generally vegetables also we have hybrid vegetables, and even many things intermixing, they're making new things like that hybrid type. So here also atomic orbitals also we have hybrid type. So which can be defined as the process defined as once again the process of intermixing of atomic orbitals slightly different energies. So the resulting the formation of new set of orbitals of equivalent energies and shape also. Equivalent energies and shape. So for example, when 2s and 3p orbitals of carbon hybridized, there is the formation for new sp3 hybrid orbitals. Formation for new sp3 hybrid orbitals. So we have some silent features will be there. Okay, now, first point, the number of hybrid orbitals, it is equal to the number of the atomic orbitals that get hybridized. Next one is the hybrid orbitals are always equivalent in energy and shape also. It was equivalent in energy and shape. First point is the number of hybrid orbitals is equal to number of the atomic orbitals that get hybridized. Next one is the hybridized orbitals are always equivalent in energy and shape also. It was always be equivalent energy in shape also. Next one is the hybrid orbitals are more effective forming stable bonds. Yes, it was open, ma. Look at the question paper. I will discuss later, no problem. Yes, listen here. First question. The atom having valence shell electron configuration is given. 4s2 4p2 would be in. So 4s2 4p2. Yes, they're asking the atom having valence shell electron configuration is given. So it belongs to what group, what period? So n equal to 4, nothing but you can say fourth group. And what period? Just you can add s electrons and p electrons, 2 plus 2, 4. So 4a group and fourth period. Option 1 is 3 is correct. First question answer is 3 is correct. The atom having the valence shell electron configuration 4s2 4p2 is there. Okay, na? That will be given. Next one is the chemistry of lithium is very smaller to the magnesium, even though they are placed in the different groups. Let's reason is nothing but here lithium is very similar to the magnesium. So due to you can go for the diagonal relationship is there. So the ratio of their charges to size is nearly the same. Okay, lithium and magnesium, because of lithium is the second period first element. Sorry, second group. Second group. Sorry, second period first element. It is third group second element. Both will be going to diagonal, lithium and magnesium. So that's why they having the ratios. The ratio and charges will be size also nearly same. You can take. Next one is which of the following is not isoelectronic species. So which is not they're asking. Not means same. So not same. Iso means same, electron means same number of electrons. Not same they're asking. So which one is not same? So option D, n minus 3, s 2 minus, cl minus. So n minus 3 is about 10. S minus 2 means s is 16, minus 2 means 18. Cl minus 18. But third element, first element is different. Like that. So now option A, all elements having 18 electrons. So option B, 10. Option C, 2. B plus 3. Helium, lithium plus 2. 2 will be there. Like that. Next one is the electron affinity values for the halogen show the following trend. Electron affinity. Electron affinity nothing but electron going to adding. Energy is released. So what is the ratios? Electron affinity condition. Electron affinity condition. Chlorine having high electron affinity than fluorine. Then option A is correct. Option A is correct. Chlorine is the high comparing with all the elements in the 17th group. Due to can go for the small size also they given. Next one is correct order of electron negativity of nitrogen, phosphorus, carbon and silicon is correct order. Electron negativity. Electron negativity means, what is the meaning of electron negativity? The tendency to attract shared pair of electrons toward itself. So in that one, which is having more electronegative charge will attract toward itself pair of electrons. So electronegativity period condition increases, groups condition decreases. Period condition increases, groups condition decreases. So that's why you can go for the nitrogen having more electronegativity comparing with carbon, phosphorus and silicon also. That only they given. Next one is Millikan scale of electronegativity uses the concept of, so electronegativity, how they are classified, calculated with help of Millikan scale. They're taking average of electron affinity and ionization potential. So option C is correct. Electron affinity and ionization potential, they're taking average. You can calculate the electronegativity. It's a very, very important topic also. This one. So I think some of them they're confused about this one. We given. Next one is which of the following is a true statement. So all the transuranic elements are synthetic elements. So out of that, which is a true statement? You can say all the transuranic elements are synthetic elements. Next one is the screening effect of s orbital. The s orbital electron is screening nothing but number of cells will be increases, then attraction will be less. It will be less effective nuclear charge. So greater than P, D, and F electrons. So screening effect of s orbital electron is greater than that sp-df. So comparing with this all, s electron having more screening effect. Next one is the first 100 elements. Number of elements are the first 100 elements. How many s elements will be there? S block elements. You can count the s block elements. S block element is there. Alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. So what is there? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay, na 6 elements. So like next one is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These all elements. They're asking what is the first 100 elements. Number of s block elements are. You can count. Okay, na those things you can take it. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Then beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, like that you can go. Total 14 elements. Next one is the radius of isoelectronic series. So isoelectronic series condition, radius of it was there. So here decreases with increases in the effective nuclear charge. Decreases with increases in the effective nuclear charge. In period, the elements having a least melting point. So which elements having least melting point? In a period, the elements having least melting points. So noble gases having, that will be given wrong. You can go for that. Group is correct. That will be given wrongly. Question also. Noble gas, that will be group, separate group. Alkali metals one group. Chalcogens one group. Nicogens. In a period, the elements having least melting points. We can see noble gas elements will be there. Which set of elements has strong tendency to form cations? So which elements will form cations? So alkali metals will be easily form cations. Comparing with all the elements in the periodic table, cation nothing but lose one electron. So which set of elements has strong tendency to form cation? Next one is which of the following represent a correct sequence of electronegativity values? Correct sequence of electronegativity values. Which of the following represents correct sequence of electronegativity values? So which is having electronegativity values will be, yes, look at here. So fluorine will be more, after then oxygen, after then nitrogen, after then carbon. So carbon will be last. Highest is fluorine. So electronegativity will be more for fluorine, after then oxygen, after then nitrogen you can go. That is the order correct. So fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, then carbon. That order can go. Next one is the element. An element, the electronic configuration is given. An element is given, electron configuration is given. Xenon 4f7, 5d1, 6s2. One minute, wait. Some of them joining now only. Still they're joining very late. I don't know what happened. Oh, 86 students joined. Very good. Okay. Listen, question number 14. An element with electron configuration, the given xenon. So what is xenon atomic number? Xenon, radon, like that will be there. The first one is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon is there. Helium 2, neon 10, argon 18, krypton 36, xenon 54 element. plus F electrons will be 7, D electrons will be 1, S electrons will be 2. Total 64. 64 belongs to F block elements. Because of 58 to 73 elements is lanthanides between the elements. So F block belongs to 3B group. Yes. So option C is correct. Next one is, in which of the following compounds cations and anion ratio will be minimum? In which of the following compounds cations and anion ratio will be minimum? What is the ratio? So lithium iodide, LiI, the ratio will be minimum will be there. So you can go for here least size, small size of cation, large size anion you can take. Small size cation, large size anion you can take. Next one, then only you can get large difference ratios, cation and anions. Otherwise, large size cation, small size anion will be there. They will not get it. And even they're asking cation and anion ratio. First cation you can take up, then the anion you can take down. Then only you can get least minimum value you can get. So cation will be high, anion will be low. Then only you can get minimum value. Okay na? Yes. Set of elements having one electron in their valence shell. Which elements having one electron? So one electron nothing but alkali metals only. Nothing but first 1A group elements. So K plus, Rb plus, Cs plus, Na plus, lithium plus, H plus. So these all elements having one electron in their valence shell. 1A group elements. Nothing but alkali elements. Next one is the correct order of size of iodine. So the given iodine element is given, cation and anion is given. In these three elements, what is the correct size order? So in out of these three, negative negative charge will be more size comparing with positive size. So negative, then neutral atom, then positive atom. So I minus, then I plus. So option D is correct. So this question already we asked in last time also. Next one in the periodic table, the metallic character of element. So how it was there? So in periodic table condition, decreases from left to right across the period and increases and group. Okay na? Decreases from left to right across the period and increases from top to bottom along with the group. So group condition increases, period condition decreases. In the periodic table, the metallic character of elements are given. How it was there? So decreases from left to right and increases from top to bottom. Fluorine is the most reactive among all the halogens because of it is low dissociation energy. So fluorine is the most reactive among all the halogens due to so it is having low dissociation energy. Yes. Next one is the best reason to account for the general tendency of atomic diameter is decreases and atomic number will be increases in the periodic table. What is the reason? So the increasing the nuclear charge, greater attractive forces will be there. That's why you can say decreases as atomic number, increases with the period. So generally, what is the best reason? Generally, atomic diameter to decreases as atomic number increases. When atomic number will be increases, yes, diameter will be decreases due to increasing the nuclear charge. Next one is which of the following decreases in going down the halogen group? So which of the following decreases in going down the halogen group? So in halogen group condition, it was there. So the following decreases in going down the group is halogens. So I radius will be increases, boiling point also increases. Only ionization potential will be decreases. Ionization potential will be decreases. Even electron affinity also decreases. Electronegativity also decreases. So those points will be very, very important. periodic trends will be very, very important. This time we asked more number of questions, depends on the periodic trends. So based on periodic trends only we given. Next one is, which of the following has second ionization potential is less than that first ionization potential? That is none, because the Hall will be having second ionization potential will be high, but they given less than, that will be wrong. So none of them will be there. Second electron affinity of elements is, so second electron affinity condition always it was endothermic process. Okay, now even you can add electron also required, energy required in electron affinity condition. When you need negative ion condition, if you add electron also, if you can remove electron also, those condition energy will be absorbed. So always it was endothermic process. Okay, now always it was endothermic process. But first electron affinity condition exothermic process. First electron affinity of an element is exothermic, but second condition endothermic, third condition exothermic, like that you can go. The electron affinity of chlorine is less than that chlorine. Cl minus is less than that chlorine. Electron affinity. Electron affinity means the tendency. You can add electron, then energy will be lost. Which of the following statement is false? So they given. So NS2 NP6 electron configuration is lies in first to sixth period. Yes, that will be wrong. They are asking false statement. Typical elements, a third period elements is given, and seventh period will be accommodated in the 32 elements. Correct only. Boron and silicon are diagonally related. Correct only. Yes, except first option is wrong. So in boron atom, screening is due to 2 electrons of 1s and 2s each. So screening of it was happened. Boron element condition. The electron affinity of fluorine is less than that of chlorine because of electron density of fluorine is higher than that chlorine. That's why you can say electron affinity of fluorine is less than that chlorine because of the electron density in fluorine is higher than that of chlorine. Next one is, an atomic number of elements is given 58. It will be placed in the periodic table at what point? So 58 it will be belongs to F block elements, third B group and sixth period. Lanthanide, lanthanum is given. That is given. So third B group and sixth period you can take. In the third period, sodium to chlorine having 7 elements is correct, is called. So typical elements. Sodium to chlorine having 7 elements. These all are you can call typical elements. What is there? Sodium to chlorine. Nothing but sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon. These all belongs to typical elements. New point you can write down. What is the meaning of typical elements? In third period elements. Sodium to chlorine. So these all 7 elements you can call typical elements. Both the metals and non-metals are found in among the, like where you can get the periodic table. So both will be there. So P block elements. D block elements all will be metals. Even F block transition also, yes, metals. Sorry, even inner transition also metals. But what will be there? Both will be there, metals and non-metals. Even metalloids also there in P block elements. In P block elements. That's all. Okay, na? Yes. Thank you, students. Yes. Any question, doubt on my students? Out of 30 all questions discussed, what question you have in doubt, please ask me. Okay. Now we'll go for the hybridization concept. Then a very, very important concept, hybridization concept. We'll discuss now hybridization topic. Yes, yes, sir.
Sir, I got only 4 answers wrong, sir. But
Yes, how many marks is how many marks is there?
40 it's showing us 25 out of 30, sir.
4 only wrong. That is sixth question. Before I'm not mentioned option, ma. Okay, na? I added that one correct I made. After while counting, you'll change the marks. Don't worry about it. Okay, na? So 26 you can get, don't worry. Even one more student also morning message me. I think Ramesh or Rakesh. Rakesh, I think. One student also they typed me. Question number 6. Actually, I'm not mentioned the answer. I forgot to mention the answer. Not uploaded. Now I uploaded answer. So you can get the system will automatically get correct. If you was not taking, I will add the mark. Don't worry about it. Okay, na?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Anyway, 26 received. Very good. Good. Yes. Any other doubts we have, students?
Sir.
Okay. So coming week we have chemical bonding chapter test. Okay, na? Coming Saturday. And today evening we have periodic classification test. Total 10 questions are given, and many of them they are not writing all questions. Please compulsory attempted all questions. Very very important. You can write either right or wrong. So you can attempt the answers. All questions you can write. Okay, na? Yes. So you can upload in MS Teams only. Some of them they are having network issues and they are like some problems will be there. Those time you can send to my WhatsApp number. Please mention your name while sending answer sheets. Kana? Your answer sheet down you can mention like your what is your group and your name also. Okay, na? Those things compulsory you can follow. Then we can identify and you'll be upload your marks properly. Otherwise, will be get problematic in PTM time. When open day time, you are showing absentees, your parents will be fire shout. Parents will be give punishment also. That's why. So compulsory you can attend the test. Yes. Now listen here. So hybridization concept. I'm discussing about silent features of hybridization. Silent features of hybridization. So around 4 points will be there. Again, listen those 4 points alone. First point. First point. Whatever I given. Look at the first point. The number of hybrid orbitals. The number of hybrid orbitals is equal to the number of atomic orbitals. Number of hybrid orbitals is equal to the number of atomic orbitals. It is given. Second point condition. The hybrid orbitals are always will be equivalent in energy and shape also. Always be having equivalent energy and equivalent shape also. Nothing but hybrid orbitals always having same shape, same energy also. For example, so here s orbital and p orbital will be intermixing. So s will be how much percentage is there, and p also same percentage. Nothing but both will be intermixing equal amount. Okay, na? Then how many atomic orbital will be intermixing? Then form same number of new hybrid orbitals. So this you can call hybrid orbitals. Next third point is hybrid orbitals are more effective in the forming stable bonds. More effective forming stable bonds will be there. Then pure atomic orbitals. So comparing it to normal atomic orbitals, nothing but SPD of orbitals. So more stability is hybrid orbitals. Next one is these hybrid orbitals are directed in shape in some preferred directions also to have minimum repulsions between the electron pairs and thus stable arrangement. Therefore, so the type of hybridization indicates the geometry of the molecule. It will be indicate the geometry of the molecule also. Can I? Yeah. Next, we'll see the conditions. What is the conditions we have? So, what conditions we have also? Just it was loading. You can see the important conditions of hybridization. So what conditions we have? Important conditions of hybridization. So what conditions we have? You can check it. Just 1 minute. So page number 121, you can check it. Those are having NCERT book. Please, you can follow the NCERT book also. Then you can understand easily. First point, the orbitals present in the valence shell of the atom are hybridized. Second point, the orbitals second point you can check it. The orbitals undergo hybridization should have almost will be equal energy. Almost it was having equal energy. Next one is third point. Promotion of electron is not a essential condition. Promotion of electrons will be not essential condition. Those things also we can check it once again. It was not necessary that only off-field orbitals. It is not necessary only off-field orbitals participate in the hybridization. In some cases, even field orbitals also, even some field orbitals of valence shell take a part in hybridization. So few cases will be field orbitals also they taking hybridization. Again, listen, important conditions alone. First point is the orbitals present in the valence shell of the atom are hybridized. So what is the valence shell? What we have? Those things will be present in the valence shell. Second point, the orbitals are undergoing hybridization. The orbitals undergoing hybridization. Second thing. Third point, promotion of electron is not essential. Promotion of electrons is not essential. You can take. It is next fourth point. It is necessary. It is necessary that only off-field orbitals participate in the hybridization. Only off-field orbitals will be participate in the hybridization. In some cases, even field orbitals. In some cases, even field orbitals also. So valence shell take a part in hybridization. Some cases they're taking field orbitals also. Now look at here, we have types of hybridizations. There are various types of hybridizations will be there. That is S orbit, S, P, and D orbitals. The different type of hybridizations are given. First one is sp hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization. So these all be new topic, we are not studied until now. So this will be spdf orbitals going to intermixing. So how it was there? Intermixing of atomic orbitals condition. So there are various types of hybridizations will be there. involving in S, P, and D orbitals. The different type of hybridizations are undergo. So what types will be there? First one is sp hybridization. So this type of hybridization, listen how it was there. So this type of hybridization involves in the mixing of one s orbital and one p orbital. One s orbital and one p orbital. So resulting the formation two equivalent s orbitals to sp hybridal. One s orbital, one p orbital. Both also going to intermixing. One s orbital, one p orbital. So two will be intermixing means will form two hybrid orbitals. Three will be intermixing means will form three hybrid orbitals. Four will be intermixing means will form four hybrid orbitals. Nothing but will be depends on the how many atomic orbitals are going to intermixing. Okay now? Yes. Now listen. Here each sp orbital condition, each also, for example, sp condition, s will be s character will be 50% and p character also 50%. Such molecules in which the central atom is sp hybridized and linked directly to other atoms also. So it will be linked with two atoms also. The two sp orbitals will be there. How it was there? Once again, wait. I will open our book, then you can understand easily. Diagram we want to see, must identify. Yes. Today my system will be very slow, ma. That is the problem. I don't know what will happen. Okay. So you can take example. You can take one example. So molecules like you can take BeCl2. You can take BeCl2. Nothing but beryllium chloride. Example you can take. So beryllium chloride condition. Beryllium is the central atom. Beryllium is the central atom. So what is the electron configuration of beryllium? So hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. So beryllium atomic number is 4. So 1s2, 2s2 can write down. So in the excited state, one of the 2s electron is promoted to the vacant 2p orbital. So to account the like what will happen then? So 2s1, so 2p orbital gets to hybridized. Should go hybridized, not going to intermixing. One s orbital, one p orbital. So both also intermixing will form sp hybrid orbital. Form sp hybrid orbital. Okay, now one s orbital, two p orbitals. So going to intermixing. Then form sp2 hybrid orbital. sp2 hybrid orbital. Just 1 minute, Amma. Show the screen, then you can clearly understand. Just 1 minute, ma. Student, just wait. Like that you can check it even sp3 condition also. One s orbital will be there. Total we have 3 p orbitals. One s orbital will be there. Total 3 p orbitals also there. They will form sp3 hybrid orbital. Form sp3 hybrid orbitals, like that will be there. Just 1 minute, was loading. Okay. Alright, those people having NCERT book, please look at the diagrams, ma. They understand. Just 1 minute, student. Next, you can check it. Even SP3 also same model only. It was not at all opening the file. Just students, wait. Okay, ma. Listen here. Once again, I will repeat those points alone. No problem. Monday class also I will do. Once again, I will repeat the silent features alone. Okay, na. This topic again I will repeat on Monday. Don't worry. Yes. First, listen. The number of hybrid orbitals will be is equal to the number of atomic orbitals that get hybridized. First point. And the second point is the hybridized orbitals are always, the hybrid orbitals will be equal to the, it was always will be equivalent energy and shape also having, always having. Yes, once again. Yes. Next point. The hybrid orbitals are more effective in forming stable bonds. Stable bonds. The pure atomic orbitals. Next point. These hybrid orbitals are directed in the space is some preferred directions to have minimum repulsions. So having depends on the bond pairs and lone pairs, they having some repulsions will be there. Next one is So important condition, check it. The orbitals will be present in the valence shell of the